7 pasta salad ideas for the whole week, budget-friendly, tasty, and easy. I'm going to start by putting the pasta on to cook. Today we're going to prepare 7 pasta recipes, and the first one will be this very practical salad. I add the salt to the water, stir the pasta so it doesn't stick, and let it cook for about 10 minutes until it's just right. Our pasta is already cooked, so I'm going to remove it and drain it well so there's no excess water. Our first salad will be a tuna salad, pasta with tuna, very simple and very flavorful. I'm going to open the can of tuna, remove that water, drain the tuna well, and leave it ready to mix. To drain the tuna, we use a strainer here, so we remove all the excess water that I won't use in the recipe. Do this calmly so the tuna is nice and dry and doesn't make the salad watery. This pasta is very quick, very simple, and this tuna pasta salad is delicious. For our salad, we're going to need onion. We'll cut only half an onion and slice it very thinly into half moons, so it stays light and mixes well with the rest. It's a very simple salad, but it's a wonderful option to prepare. And if you like tuna, you're going to love this combination. This tuna pasta salad is delicious, creamy in just the right amount, and perfect to serve well chilled or at room temperature, whichever you prefer. I've already sliced the onion into thin half moons, so it spreads throughout the salad without weighing it down. Now let's assemble our pasta salad and make everything look really nice. Now let's put our salad together. I'll start by placing the pasta in this larger bowl, add the drained tuna and the sliced onion. I'm going to add the mayonnaise. I have about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise here to make our salad nice and creamy. And to finish, I'll add parsley and scallions, which give color and freshness. The amount of parsley and scallions is to taste, so adjust it however you like. Now I'll season with 1/2 teaspoon of salt and also add black pepper, just 1 small pinch to bring out the flavor. To finish, a generous drizzle of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, and the salad already gains shine and even more flavor. This salad is great to prepare for lunch or dinner because it's very quick and uses few ingredients, as you can see. Now just mix everything very well, coating the pasta in the creamy dressing and distributing the tuna and onion evenly. Mix gently until everything is well combined, and then it's ready to serve, nice and creamy and delicious. I'm going to transfer my salad to this other serving dish so it's already nicely presented. Just look, the aroma of the tuna is wonderful, and the texture is very creamy. If you like tuna, this salad is perfect. Salad ready, and now let's move on to the next recipe. I'm going to put the pasta in to cook here as well. I'm using this pasta, but you can use any kind you have at home. Now I add the salt, stir well to loosen it, and keep it from sticking. And I'll let it cook for the 10 minutes, keeping an eye on it until it's soft and cooked just right. All set, everyone. The pasta is already cooked. I left it for quite 10 minutes. And that's enough. Now I'm going to remove it and drain it well so it doesn't have too much water. And I'm already going to cut everything I'll need for our pasta salad. I'll start with the cucumber. I remove this part here, cut it in half, and get it ready to clean out the inside. This is a delicious and very refreshing pasta salad. Now I'm going to remove the seeded part of the cucumber and take everything out. Because I don't like to use seeds in this salad, since they can release more liquid later. I'll remove it from the other half as well, leaving only the firmer flesh, which is better for the texture. After removing that, I cut the cucumber into thinner pieces and then into small chunks. Cut into small pieces because it mixes better with the pasta and tastes better when you eat it. It's very simple to prepare, a super tasty option, and it works really well for lunch or dinner when you want something light. Finish cutting the cucumber, everything is nicely chopped. Now I'll set the cucumber aside and let's cut the other ingredients. We also like to add a little chili pepper to this salad, so I cut off the tips, open it in half, and get it ready to remove the inside to make it milder. I'm going to remove the seeds because I don't like to use chili seeds. This is one of those aromatic peppers that gives a really nice aroma. I cut it into small pieces and I'm going to add it to our pasta salad. It gives a wonderful fragrance, so cut it very finely to spread the flavor without overdoing it. All set, I've chopped the chili very small, and I'll set it aside as well. We're going to need onion. I'm going to use red onion, but you can use white onion too. I'll chop this onion into very small pieces because I like to chop it finely for salads, so it mixes better and doesn't overpower. It's more flavorful when it's finely chopped. I'll cut another part too, finish chopping, and that's it. The onion is nicely minced. I'll set the onion aside as well. Now I'm going to add olives to my salad, and I'll chop the olives too. I'm using pitted olives, and I'll chop everything very finely, so it's evenly distributed in the salad. In a pasta salad, olives give a very special flavor. I always add a little, but not too much, so it doesn't get too strong. Just a small amount already gives a really good taste. And that's what I want here, to enhance without dominating. This salad option is well balanced and very practical to make at home. Today we're going to prepare our 7 pokorha salads, so there will be something for everyone. I've chopped the olives and I'll set them aside. I'll also need a carrot. I cut it in half and then in half again, just to make it easier. And now I'll dice the carrot into small cubes to add to our salad, keeping everything the same size so it looks nice and well distributed. I cut it into small pieces, and we're going to give it a quick pre-cook. If you want to add grated carrot, you can do that too. It's great, but this one I'll make in cubes. I'll cook the carrot very quickly, and I'll cook it in the pasta water to make use of it and keep things practical. I've finished cutting, so now I'll move on to cooking. Now I'm going to cook the carrot for just 2 minutes. In the meantime, we'll also need fresh herbs. I combined green onions and cilantro, and I'll chop them very finely because fresh herbs can't be missing from this salad. They add great flavor and a lovely aroma that really comes out when everything is mixed. They give a delicious aroma and make the salad more vibrant. So only leave them out if you really don't like them. I've chopped the herbs and I'll set them aside. I'm also going to add cheese to the salad. I'll cut it into cubes. I have about 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, and I'll chop it to add to the pasta salad. It makes the salad very complete and easy to prepare. I'll cut this cheese into cubes and set it aside as well. And here, in the same pasta water, I'm going to cook the carrot a little longer. I'll let it cook for 3 minutes. Just so it stays al dente without losing its texture. It's cooked and just right. Now I'll remove it, drain it, and we'll assemble our salad. All the ingredients are here, so let's put it together calmly. This pasta salad is going to be delicious. I've put the pasta here, and I'll add the carrot and cucumber, which make it very refreshing. Now go in the red onion, the chopped olives, the chili pepper, and the cheese. Look how good it looks. You can already see how colorful it is and how there's something good in every bite without any complication. I'll add the fresh herbs here too. I'll add a little salt, just a small pinch because the ingredients already have salt, and also a pinch of black pepper, optional just to enhance the flavor. I'll add the olive oil, which can't be missing. And lastly, I'll add half of a lemon, squeezing it over the top to add freshness and balance the flavor. That gives this refreshing touch to our salad. Now all that's left is to mix everything, everyone. Mix well but gently, just folding it together so you don't break the ingredients too much. It turns out very colorful, tasty, and beautiful to serve to your family at that special lunch. This salad is light and very pleasant, especially when you want a fresher meal. I've mixed everything, and now we're going to transfer it to another container. I'll move it into this container here, arranging it so it looks nice. And look how wonderful this colorful salad is. You can serve it chilled too. It's delicious because the flavors become more pronounced. Our salad is ready, nicely prepared, and ready to serve. All done. It turned out delicious, very colorful, and just right to serve. Now let's prepare the next one. Folks, I'm going to start by putting the pasta on to cook because here I have about 2.5 cups of pasta. Now I'm going to add the salt to the water so it can start seasoning right away. And I'm going to let this pasta cook for 8 minutes so it stays nicely al dente. All set? The pasta is already cooked just right. Now I'm going to drain it well so we can continue with our recipe. For our salad, I'm going to need 1 onion here, okay? Today I'm using red onion, which works great. And I'm going to chop this onion very finely, folks, so it mixes well into the salad. This is a very creamy salad, one of those that everyone enjoys, and it's really delicious. It's a salad with few ingredients, but a great option for you to prepare for your family. And the best part, it's super simple and quick to make. I've already chopped the onion, left it very small, and now I'm going to set it aside. Folks, for our salad, we're also going to need mozzarella cheese. I'm going to cut it into small cubes so it's well distributed in the mixture. I cut it first into strips like this and then turn everything into cubes. Today we're going to prepare a really tasty pasta salad. It's creamy, delicious, and very easy for you to make at home. I've cut all the cheese and now I'm setting it aside as well. I'll also need some ham to complete the salad. And I'm going to cut the ham the same way, so everything stays uniform. I'm making small cubes, so you get some in every bite. I'm using pre-cooked ham, but you can use whatever ham you prefer, no problem. And here, it's just a matter of cutting everything neatly into small cubes. Ham chopped, now I'm going to set it aside with the others. We're also going to need green onions, because I really like adding them for flavor. If you prefer, you can also use parsley or cilantro. I'm going to chop the green onions into small pieces, so they mix well into our salad. Done. I've already chopped the green onions, and I'm setting them aside too. Now we're going to prepare the dressing for our salad, a special dressing, very creamy, that gives the recipe all its character. I'm going to use about half a cup of heavy cream, about half a cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of mustard, a pinch of black pepper, and finally half a teaspoon of salt. Then you just mix everything very well until you get a nice, creamy, delicious dressing to use in the salad. Dressing is ready. Now, yes, let's assemble our salad. Let's put together the creamy salad, combining everything in a bowl. I'm adding the pasta here, and it's already cold, okay? Now I add the onion, the corn, 1 small can of sweet corn, the cheese cubes, the ham we already chopped, the green onions, and finally I add our dressing, which will make this salad very creamy. And now you just mix everything very well until everything is fully coated in the dressing. Folks, another wonderful and very practical option for you to prepare for your family. This pasta salad is perfect to serve on any occasion. It's very simple to make and gets ready quickly, just the way we like it. We mixed everything and it's already ready, nice and creamy. Now I'm going to transfer it to another bowl to serve it better. I'm going to carefully move this salad into this other bowl, and I'll leave it ready to serve, nicely arranged. Look at this wonderful salad, very creamy and very beautiful. Folks, it's really very easy to prepare. Another delicious pasta salad option to change things up day to day. All set, I put everything in the bowl and it turned out great. Now it's just a matter of arranging the top nicely for presentation. All ready? And let's move on to the next salad. Folks, the water is already boiling. I'm going to add the spiral pasta, about 1 pound. Now comes the salt, 1 teaspoon, plus a small drizzle of oil. I stir well so it doesn't stick and let it cook for 8 minutes until it's al dente. Done, the pasta is just right. Now I'm going to remove it from the pot and drain it well. And for our salad, I'm going to use half an onion. I chop it very finely so it stays mild and tasty mixed into the pasta. This salad is a great option for you to make at home and serve to the family. It makes a lot and everyone loves it. It's really delicious. And the best part is that everything is very simple. You'll see how easy it is. Finely chopped onion, I'll set it aside here. Now I need a tomato. I'm going to cut it into small pieces, nice and quick. Choose a firm, flavorful tomato and chop it finely so it mixes well into the salad, okay? This salad is very complete and full of flavor. It has tomato, onion, and a few more ingredients that make everything even better. Tomato chopped? I'll set it aside as well. For the salad, I'm going to use grated carrot. I grate it on the finest side of the grater because I think it tastes better and spreads more evenly. But if you prefer, you can grate it on the coarse side. No problem. I like it this way, very delicate. Done. I've grated the carrot very fine, and now I'll set it aside. In a little bit, we're going to mix everything together, and you'll see how beautiful and colorful this creamy salad turns out. Now let's set our carrot aside here. For our salad, I'm also going to use cheese. I'll slice it into thin strips and then cut it into small cubes. I'm using about 1 pound of mozzarella cheese. Cut everything into small pieces, whatever size you like, but smaller works better. Wow, this salad is going to be delicious. It's a wonderful option for you to make. Done. I've already cut the cheese into small cubes and I'll set it aside. I'm also going to use ham. I bought it sliced and I'm going to chop it into very small pieces, even smaller than the cheese, so it mixes well with the pasta and stays very even. I'll set this aside too, and now let's put our salad together. This sliced ham, and I'm cutting it here as well, into very small pieces, even smaller than the cheese. Okay, folks, really tiny. It works better when adding it to the salad. I'll set it aside here. Now let's assemble our salad. Now let's assemble the recipe. I'll start by adding the pasta, right? I always make a good amount because everyone loves it, so I made it with about 1 pound. Now I add the finely chopped ham, the mozzarella cubes, the tomato, the onion, just a little because I like it that way, and the finely grated carrot. I'm also going to add sliced olives, just a little, raisins, which are optional, and fresh herbs to bring freshness and boost the flavor. It's a delicious and very complete combination. Here I chopped green onions and cilantro. Now I add a little bit of salt without overdoing it because the pasta already has salt and the cheese and ham do too. I'm going to add about 1 cup of cream, and now I add the mayonnaise, about 1 cup. Look how creamy and flavorful it turns out. Now it's just a matter of mixing everything very well, and it really makes a lot. Here at home, when I make it, I make a good quantity because everyone goes back for seconds. Because this pasta salad is one of those that never fails. It's impossible not to like it. It's full of tasty ingredients and perfectly seasoned. Mix very well until everything is evenly coated in the cream, nice and uniform. And done. Our pasta salad is ready. Delicious, super flavorful, and perfect to serve to your family, well chilled or at room temperature. All set? Now I'm going to transfer it to another container. I'll move the salad into this dish where I'm going to serve it. Look at this, folks. What a beautiful texture. Nice and creamy, colorful, it really makes your mouth water. Make this salad because I guarantee you'll get nothing but compliments. It's extremely tasty. Look how beautiful our pasta salad turned out. Now let's move on to the next one. Folks, for this recipe, I'm going to start right here by preparing the sauce for our pasta, taking my time and making it really well done and full of flavor. In our pasta salad, I'm going to add about 1 cup of cream, olives. I'm using about 1/2 cup of pitted olives. Then I'll add green onions and cilantro, a small pinch of salt, and also a gentle pinch of black pepper to season everything nicely. Now I'm going to cover it and blend everything very well. Creamy, and a beautiful bright green color. All set, our green sauce for the pasta salad is ready, smooth, creamy, and looking great. I'll set this sauce aside for now while we prepare the rest. Folks, now I'm going to cook the pasta. The water is already boiling. I'll add about 1 cup of dry pasta. I'm using this kind here, but you can absolutely use whichever type you prefer. I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, stir everything well, and let it cook properly. And this pasta will cook for about 10 minutes. All right? Folks, the pasta is ready now. I want it al dente, so I'm going to remove it right away and drain it really well. Folks, now I'm going to chop everything we'll need for our pasta salad. I'll start with the cabbage. I cut it a bit more roughly, exactly the way I like it in this salad. There's no need to make very small, thin pieces here. I like it this way, a little thicker because it adds texture and works perfectly in the salad. I've already chopped it, so I'll set the cabbage aside here. Now I'll also cut 1 tomato. I slice it in half and then cut it into larger pieces, okay? They're not small pieces, no. This pasta salad is different and really very delicious. It's simple to make, and the real highlight is that wonderful sauce we prepared just a little while ago. Done. I've chopped the tomato. I'll set it aside here as well. We're going to need onion too. I'll cut just half an onion and slice it into very thin half moons to add to the salad. Onion gives an amazing flavor and really makes a difference. But if you don't like it, you can simply leave it out. Onion chopped and ready, I'll set the onion aside too. Folks, I'm also going to add red bell pepper. I'll use half of a bell pepper and cut it into small pieces for our salad. If you want, you can use yellow bell pepper as well, which tastes great, and I'll chop everything nice and small. Done, the bell pepper is cut into small pieces so it mixes well throughout the salad. I finished chopping the bell pepper. I'll set it aside here, and in just a moment we'll put our salad together. And for our salad, I'll also use grated carrot. I'll grate it on the coarse side of the grater. I've grated all the carrot, and now we're ready to assemble this really tasty pasta salad. Folks, now let's assemble the salad. I'll start by adding the cooked and cooled pasta, the roughly chopped cabbage, the red bell pepper, 1 small can of corn, the grated carrot, the tomato, and the onion sliced into half moons. I'll also add here 1 tablespoon of mustard, which adds a really wonderful flavor, and also the juice of 1 lemon. Look at how colorful and delicious this salad is going to be. Now I add our sauce, this special sauce, the creamy green sauce, and now all that's left is to mix everything very well, so the sauce coats all the ingredients evenly and makes the salad very flavorful and nice and juicy. Folks, I've mixed everything, and our salad is ready. Now I'm going to transfer it to another container. I'll move it into this other bowl. And look, folks, this green salad is absolutely delicious. This sauce is incredible. Make it at home, because I guarantee you'll love this wonderful pasta salad. It makes a generous amount, it's budget-friendly, and it's perfect for any occasion. With ingredients you already have at home, you can put together this beautiful, colorful, and very tasty salad completely your way. Now I'll set it aside here, and we'll move on to the next one. For this salad, we're going to start by frying the bacon. This is our 5th pasta salad recipe, and in this one, I'm using bacon because it adds a wonderful flavor and a special touch that makes everything even tastier. I'm going to fry it well until it's nicely golden and completely crispy. Folks, the bacon is already well fried and crispy. I'll set it aside and let's prepare the pasta. The water is already boiling, so I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt and putting the pasta in to cook. I'm using about 2 cups of dry pasta. I'll stir it well in the pot and let it cook for 10 minutes. Folks, the pasta is cooked now. I'm going to remove it, drain it well, and set it aside. For our salad, I'll need 1 carrot and I'm going to grate it on the coarse side of the grater, so it has that nice texture. I'll grate the whole carrot to add to the salad. Another delicious option for you to make at home, very practical and tasty. And it's so good, right folks? This way you always have salad for the whole week, each one more flavorful than the last. I've already grated the carrot. I'll set it aside and let's cut the other ingredients. I'll also need onion, and I'm only going to use half. I'll chop it very finely to add to our salad. I'll leave the onion very thin, as small as you can manage. Some people don't like it, so you can just leave it out. But I like to use at least half, because it adds a really nice flavor to the salad. Done. Finely chopped onion. I'll set it aside. And we're also going to use hearts of palm in this recipe. I'm going to slice the hearts of palm into rounds to add to our recipe. This is a very complete salad. It makes a good amount and uses plenty of ingredients, and it's delicious. It's that special recipe to make for the whole family. Hearts of palm sliced, I'll set them aside here. Now let's put our recipe together. I'll add the pasta, the hearts of palm, the grated carrot, and the chopped onion. Then I add the bacon, which gives an amazing flavor. I'll add raisins for those who like them. I love them and always use them. Olives, peas, and here I'm using a small can of peas. I'll add a little grated Parmesan cheese, which gives an incredible flavor. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise to make the salad creamy, and about 1 cup of cream. Now all that's left is to mix everything very well. This is going to turn into a delicious and very flavorful salad. Another option for you to make at home, with lots of ideas to use your creativity and surprise everyone in the family with a different salad each time. I've mixed all the ingredients very well, and now we're going to transfer it to another container. I'll move it to this bowl, which is the one I'll serve it in. Look, folks, how delicious this salad is. It's very creamy but with a mild flavor, perfect for any occasion. I'll spread it out nicely, set it aside, and now let's get ready to prepare our last salad. The water is already boiling, so I'm adding the salt first, then I'm dropping the pasta in to cook, nice and steady. For this salad, I'm using spaghetti, the classic kind. I'm making another delicious pasta salad. Right now, I'll let it cook for 7 minutes, just enough. The pasta is already cooked, so I'll take it out and drain it well, really well. For our salad, I'm using purple cabbage, nice and fresh. I'm slicing this cabbage, not super thin. Okay, more on the thicker side, on purpose. This purple cabbage goes into our pasta salad, straight in. Another delicious salad. This one turns out great. Every time, it's a refreshing salad. Different from the ones I've made here before. For sure, I've already sliced the purple cabbage. All set, I'm going to set this cabbage aside. For a moment, I'll also use some lettuce leaves I have here, right here. 5 lettuce leaves, and I'm chopping the lettuce too, real quick. Roughly chopped, so it goes into the salad, nice and easy. Chopped, and I'll set this lettuce aside as well right here. Now I'm using bell peppers, red bell pepper, and yellow bell pepper. Both of them I'm adding half of each, just half. I'm chopping the peppers really small, nice and fine, to add them into our salad so they mix in. Yellow pepper and red pepper are already chopped, all ready. Now let's go to the next ingredient. Keep going. Now I'm cutting half of a cucumber. Right here, I'm slicing it like this. into half moons, nice and even. I'm using these ingredients, but you can swap things out too, no problem. You can replace the cucumber as well if you want. With the lettuce, you'll make a colorful salad. Really colorful. Make it your way, your taste. Add the veggies you prefer, your favorites. It's really easy, honestly. Get creative and make your own pasta salad recipe at home. Simple and delicious for everyone. I've chopped the cucumber here. All done. I'm gonna set this cucumber aside for now. Now we're gonna cut a tomato too next. For this recipe, I'm cutting it into half moons. Like this tomato is ready, just like that. This is going to be a super colorful, delicious salad. You'll see. This is the salad right here. The one we're making right now together. I'm also going to add something tasty, a little extra. To put in with it, in a bit, I'm using hearts of palm too if you have it. It's going to be a really colorful salad, for sure. I'm adding all the good stuff I've got in my fridge, whatever I've got, things I like to use for salads, all my favorites. I'm adding everything into the salad, right in. It's going to be amazing with the pasta, trust me. Now I'm going to slice the hearts of palm, nice and quick. Let's put our salad together now, right now. All right, let's assemble our salad here, in the bowl. I'm adding the purple cabbage, the cucumber, hearts of palm, and the tomato all together. It's going to be a colorful, delicious salad, so pretty. Then the lettuce, the red bell pepper, and the yellow bell pepper on top. And now I'm adding our pasta, right in. The pasta is cooked and it's already cooled down, nice and cool. It's had time to cool properly, just right. Now I'm adding salt, just a pinch, and black pepper. A little bit, 1 spoon of oregano for flavor. Now I'm adding the juice of half a lemon, fresh, and also the juice of half an orange, nice and bright. It's a colorful, refreshing, delicious salad, so good. And I'm adding olive oil too, about 1 tablespoon, not too much. Now we just mix everything really well, nice and evenly, and it turns into a super colorful, delicious salad right away. And it's ready for you to serve, just like that. Look how beautiful this salad is right here. So colorful, and all the ingredients go together perfectly. So, well, I mixed everything really well here, all combined. Now let's move it to another container, real quick. Now I'm going to transfer it to this other container here, right here. And look how pretty this salad is, so nice. What a colorful salad, so nutritious and delicious. Seriously, a different option for you to make a pasta salad at home. There are 7 delicious options for you to make for your family to try. Arrange it nicely in the bowl, make it pretty. I'm going to finish this salad with cheese, on top cheese. I'm going to sprinkle it over the top, nice and light. You can add little pieces of cheese too if you like, or just add a little bit of grated cheese, either way. And our salad is ready, all done. Here, everyone, 7 wonderful options for you to make for your family a super colorful, delicious salad. Anytime tuna salad, salad with green sauce, and more. All kinds, super colorful, great options for you to choose from, to make for family, for friends, everyone. 7 wonderful options for you to choose from. Your pick.